Welcome back, Sprocketeers, to another episode of Safi Sprocket, and today I am at the heart of all things two-wheeled, which is Motorcycle Live at the NEC. They'll never catch me, I'm so fast. Now, today is going to be a thrill of a ride because we're jumping a head start into the future of adventure motorcycling. That's right, we're going to be taking a look at the new 2024 adventure bikes. And so if you're eager to see what the future of adventure biking holds, let's start those engines and ride in together. Let's go!
Alright British bikers, hold on to your helmets because the new 2024 Ténéré Extreme and the 700 Explore are here to shake up your motorcycling world. They're like the Ant and Dec of the biking universe. Similar, yet unique in their own right. The 700 Extreme is the Bear Grylls of bikes. It's made for those who want to laugh in the face of danger and say, bring it on to off-road challenges. It packs a punch with a maximum power of 73 horses at 900 RPM and a maximum torque of 68 newts at 6,500 RPM. That's more grunt than a grumpy bulldog after a trip to the vet. With an extended long travel suspension and a wide variety of additional extras, it's ready to tackle anything from the Scottish Highlands to the Cornish coast. And let's not forget the new colour TFT display and a revised ABS with multiple modes, as well as the freshly minted LED lights. This bike screams extreme, louder than an EastEnders plot twist. Now onto the 700 Explore. It's the David Attenborough of the Ténéré family, adventurous yet refined. Whilst it shares the same heart as the Extreme, it's designed for those who prefer tarmac trails, but still want the option for the occasional off-road detour. Now the Explorer is built to devour miles with comfort, making it perfect for those long weekend rides across the country or even a jaunt over to the continent. The Explorer also comes with an aluminium rack, perfect for strapping down your gear, or a picnic camper if you fancy a spot of lunch in the Lake District. The windshield is also taller than its Extreme sibling, deflecting more wind and making it more high-speed cruising cozy. So whether you're the kind of person who likes to go into the wild or prefers a bit more of a smooth cruise, Yamaha has got you covered with the new 2024 Ténéré Rain. And it's like choosing between a roast beef dinner and a Yorkshire pudding. Why not have both? The 2024 Suzuki V-Strom 800DE is the Mary Poppins bag of motorcycles. It seems to have everything you need, even things you didn't know you needed. This two-wheel wonder boasts a 776cc four-stroke liquid-cooled parallel twin engine that's got more oomph than a double-decker bus going downhill. Now let's talk about its street cred, because this beauty is set to become a more street-focused variant of the V-Strom line, making it as versatile as a chameleon and a rainbow. Now this V-Strom touring model doesn't skimp on extras either. Handguards? Check. A 35-litre top case? You betcha. And the colour? I mean, it's something alright. As for the price, it's gonna set you back just over 10 grand. Unless of course you own a very large rucksack, then it's free. Over at the Triumph stand, one bike is drawing a lot of attention, and that is the 2024 Triumph Tiger 900 Rally Aragon GT Edition, a bike that's more packed than a clown car at the circus. Now, this bike has something called an inertial measurement unit, which sounds like something NASA forgot to put on their last moon mission. But no, it's there to provide cornering ABS and traction control, because who needs to go to Mars when you can go and carve your way around the potholes in Bradford? Now, the bike also boasts a lightweight chassis and class-leading Showa suspension designed exclusively for this model, providing assured road handling with incredible off-road capability. But if that isn't impressive enough, the bike comes with 6 riding modes. Yes, 6. It's like Triumph couldn't decide what kind of bike it wanted to make, so they made one that could morph into whatever you wanted. Want to take it off-road? There's a mode for that. Want to cruise on the motorway? There's a mode for that too. Need a way to tell your parents that you're never going to live up to their unwarranted expectations of you being better than your cousins and the weight and stress they've placed upon you have left you emotionally stunted as a human being? There's a mode for that too. And of course, let's not forget that special Aragon livery, because nothing says I'm all grown up and adventurous like a paint job named after a Spanish province. BMW has been cooking up a storm in the adventure bike kitchen. The new 2024 BMW F900 GS Adventure is more than just your average two-wheeled stallion. The old 850 GS Adventure is gone and replaced by the new 900. With an improved off-road capability and weight reduction, that bad boy is ready to tackle any terrain you throw at it. It doesn't only handle mud and gravel like a pro, it also probably takes your coffee order and sorts out your taxes while you're at it. And of course, let's not forget the rain and ride, riding modes and corner optimized ABS. I mean, with all those features, it makes you wonder if it also comes with a cape and a mask, because it sure does sound like a superhero. But don't get too excited, this model doesn't fly yet. Now, although the name Adventure suggests that it's more of an off-road machine, it actually isn't any more capable of going off-road than the standard GS series. Now, the revisions made by the new 900 aren't substantial compared to the old 850. However, what we do get is an extra 10 horsepower, some revised styling, and also some new fully adjustable forks, as well as a whole plethora of additional premium add-ons you can purchase during the checkout. Now put down your cuppa, because we're about to embark on a wild ride with the 2024 Ducati DesertX and the DesertX Rally. These aren't just bikes, they're like the royal family of the biking world. Sophisticated, powerful, and always ready for a photo op. Firstly, let's talk about the 2024 Ducati DesertX. This bike is more Italian than spaghetti bolognese wearing a designer suit. It's designed to cross desert, rock, and forestry, making it as versatile as using a slice of bread as a spoon on a camping trip. Now, the DesertX boasts a snazzy engine that packs 110 horses at 9,250 RPM, and of course 92 newts at 6,500 RPM, which is quite a mouthful and is also plenty power to make a Shetland pony look like a lazy house cat by comparison. But wait, there's more. The DesertX also features a Bosch electronic fuel system, ensuring that your bike runs smoother than a pint of Guinness on St. Patrick's Day. With a starting price of just under 15 grand, it is a bit of a splurge. But hey, you can't put a price on adventure, right? Well, actually in this case you probably can. Now let's shift gears onto the 2024 DesertX Rally. This beast is like the DesertX's rowdier cousin, who shows up to family reunions and starts a food fight. It's got all of the bells, balls and the whistles of the DesertX, but it takes things up a notch with enhanced off-road features. This includes an upgraded suspension and a strong lightweight wheels. It's more capable and ready to tackle any terrain. Picture yourself ripping through the desert faster than a curry through your digestive system, or imagine tackling rocky terrain smoother than James Bond in a casino. That's the DesertX Rally for you. Mind you, this isn't a lightweight dirt bike, but it also isn't like trying to wrestle a 600-pound elephant either. Put down your fish and chips, because the 2024 Zero DSRX Black Forest Edition has rolled into town. This electric stallion is as silent as a librarian in a monastery, but guaranteed to surprise you more than a surprise visit from your mother-in-law. The Cypher operating system gives it an edge sharper than a Yorkshire Terrier on guard duty, while the Bosch motorcycle stability keeps you on the road better than a sat-nav with a superiority complex. But don't you worry, there's more. The Black Forest trim adds an air of mystique, like a surprise twist in your favourite soap opera. And the colour? Black on black, perfect for those moonlight rides or sneaking up on unsuspecting pigeons. So if you're after an eco-friendly steed that's more reliable than a weather forecast in Manchester, the 2024 Zero DSRX Black Forest Edition just might be your ticket to ride. Okay folks, let's chew the fat about the 2024 Honda XL750 Transalp. Imagine yourself on a bike that's more comfortable than your favourite armchair after a Sunday roast dinner. That's the Transalp for you. Picture gripping those handlebars tighter than a Yorkshireman grips his wallet. You'll be conquering the road as if it's your own personal British Empire. And let's talk about the engine, shall we? We have a 750cc capacity engine that purrs smoother than a well-fed cat on a heated blanket. I tell you, this bike has more torque than a Cockney has rhyming slang. And fuel efficiency, well, it's better than a teetotaler at a free bar. It just keeps going. As for the looks, the Transalp is as sturdy and handsome as a Scotsman in a kilt. The dual headlights gives it an intense stare, just like I do eyeing up the last biscuit at my mate's house. The seat height suits riders of all sizes, and so whether you're as tall as a guardsman or as short as a jockey, this bike will certainly work for you. So if you fancy an adventurable bike with a sense of humour as dry as mine, the 2024 Honda Transalp just might be your teapot. Or should I say, pint glass. Now, unless you've been hiding under a rock, you've probably heard that Royal Enfield has recently released a 450 Hemi, a bike that's as British as a proper fry-up and just as loved by the Indians as cricket. And of course, there's three things that Brits love most, and that's vape stores, poundlands, and affordable motorcycles. It's no surprise that the Hemi is the talk of the town, much like my old Aunt Bertha after she ran away with the vicar. The Hemi 450 does exactly what it says on the tin. It handles any terrain with composure and a dash of stubbornness. However, with the big uplift in the new tech and a more modern engine than the old Hemi, you can of course be expected to pay a little bit more for the luxury. Throwing out 40 horses and 40 newts, it's not the punchiest bike on the market, but it also isn't going to hit your credit score either. Well, let's just say you won't have to remortgage your grand to afford one. As for the aesthetics, the Hemi 450 is just as rugged as Bear Grylls in a loincloth, although probably less welcomed in your garage by your wife. Alright petrol heads, gather round for the final showstopper. I am of course talking about the BMW 1300 GS. This isn't just a motorbike, it's a statement on wheels, a titan of the tarmac that makes other machines look like tricycles at a unicycle convention. Perched atop this beast, you'll feel more comfortable than a cat in a dirty laundry basket. That's thanks to the plush seating and ergonomic design, obviously designed by someone who understands the human body better than most yoga instructors. Now let's talk specs, shall we? The R1300 GS boasts a 13,000 capacity engine that sounds smoother than a jazz concert, and yet somehow it has more torque than a hyperactive hamster, delivering a whopping 134 horses and 149 newts. This beast is entirely unnecessary, and I absolutely need it. In layman's terms, that's enough oomph to outrun a greyhound with a rock tied to its tail. Let's just say it might cost you an arm and a leg to get it, but thankfully you'll still have the other leg to ride it. And of course, with the day drawing to a close, that's all the time I had to look at adventure bikes.
Now there we have it folks, that is a sneak preview of the new 2024 range, due to hit the streets next year. Now don't be shy, do drop a comment in the section below if you do think there's any of those bikes that I should be test riding after the new year and doing reviews on. In the meantime, ride safe, stay crazy, my name's Safi Sprocket. They'll never catch me, I'm so fast.